And we're back again. So soon, you would have thought I would have had like a 2-month break between these two videos, but no. This one's short and pretty easy to do, so might as well get it done with. So, once we actually achieve, begin the quest that we're going to do all this video, I will do the interesting part. And yeah, and then we'll just enjoy that. And enjoys in, quotes, because, yeah, some people may not find enjoyment at all in this. But, oh well. Just gotta go find the Patil twins and fuck up Umbridge's, what's it called? PA system.
For friends.
I'm actually pretty happy I got this portrait right about now. Like, he's coming really useful, especially in these quests. Ah, fucking doors. I swear the doors are broken in the 360 version.
Hello.
Nope. Who said that? Hello.
Hi, can I use your shortcut, please?
Seek the man with faces
Yay.
3. He'll say what to bring to me.
What does that mean?
I'm a man of few words. I read.
Yeah, it means go. We already found the portrait guy who talks about 3 heads being better than 1. So you just talk to one end of the portrait, and then it's like a fetch quest. It's really dumb, that's why I didn't do it, but yeah. That's how you get that portrait. Where the fuck are the Patil twins?
Is Potter always that mad? I must be.
Nope. Okay. Why is it taking so long to find them? I mean, seriously, we're almost like a sixth through the video, and nothing's happened yet. Come on. I don't think people actually understand the concept of stupid. I mean, she looks stupid. Whatever.
Hey, Harry.
And you sound stupid. Hey, look, there they are. Yeah. Just gotta do my daily chores.
We need your help.
'Cause that's what this game's about.
Students are reminded that passing notes in class is prohibited.
These announcements are really annoying.
We think we know how we can sabotage them, but we need your help.
How many L's do you
Can you
need?
help us move that? Then you can climb up and pour babbling beverage into the loudspeaker.
Good idea, isn't it?
Great, let's do it.
Here's the potion. We'll keep an eye out, Harry.
We'll keep an eye out for interruptions.
So yeah, you move these things so that you can pour stuff in there. And you do this like 5 times, all throughout the school. So, instead of watching me talk over that, you should listen to me read this fan fiction. This is a Twilight Harry Potter crossover titled The Perfect Couple. Chapter 1. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. What are you saying, Edward? You're not making any sense whatsoever? I'm saying I don't love you anymore. Everybody already left days ago. We got bored of playing with you and we were only using you as a distraction anyway. It doesn't make much difference if we go or stay to us, so it shouldn't matter to you anyway. 2 weeks later, I couldn't wait till the end of the week. I was going back to Miss Weasley. She was like a second mother to me. Harry, my twin, Ron, Hermione, Ginny, Fred, George, and I was going back to Hogwarts in a couple days. The only problem was I had to erase all the memories of me and Forks before I go, which is going to take a while as I have touched so many lives for such a small town. I admit, I will miss this perfect little village with horrible weather. Charlie was a little surprised by the way I acted. He thought I would have died inside when the Cullens left, even though it still hurts to think about them. I can't live the rest of my life mooping around all the time. When Friday came around, I was jumping all around day saying bye to everyone and tacking pictures before I whipped the memories of everyone in town, even Jacob's, which stung a bit. I finally got home and made Charlie some dinner and sat down and ate it with, and we talked a bit about work and school, and I put a sleeping charm in him. Kissed his forehead and wiped his memory clean of me and went to finish packing my trunk before my port key came to take me to the borough. I'm only 16. The flash of light told me it was time to go. I grabbed my bag quickly and stared to spin round and around and never stop, and then suddenly I slammed into concrete, and the familiar smells hit me like a punching jinx. Oh, how I missed these smell. As I stood up, I almost was knocked on my feet again. I hugged back as I saw it was Ginny and Hermione. I looked up and saw Harry and Ron walking toward me and gave a great grin to my brother, who probably was the person I missed most. I realized I hadn't changed my appearance back to normal yet, as they started to laugh, and at the way I looked, I was a metamorph magi. It's actually spelt like that. Like Tonks. I accurately had jet black hair and bright green eyes like Harry. I was like a girl version of Harry, basically, if you think of it. We were on the train to Hogwarts. I was staring out of the window, and I heard something that made my head snap round around at lightning speed. What was that name you just said? I asked Harry quickly. I said there was apparently a very bad case of pox or something going round most of the teacher. So there are new teachers called the Cullens, and they are vampire. Well, that's what the rumor says, Harry replied curiously. What's wrong, Bells? I was frozen at where I sat. They were how it was possible, and I thought they had gone north to live in the Denley clan. Why did they have to come here of all places? Harry was staring to look, but now he came over and called my name again, snapping me out of my trance. I burst into tears in his arms. Everyone was staring at me with a surprised look on their face, but comforted me all the same. Once I was all out, I left Harry's shoulder. I looked up at everyone with a questionly look on their faces. They all asked the same thing. What happened in Forks? So I just let everything that had been hidden inside me since the Cullens left. The fact that they had been vampires and about me and Edward and, James. Then I thought I was done, and I was suddenly blinded in bushy brown hair and long ginger hair as Hermione and Ginny rushed up to me and gave me a hug. Ron was rubbing my shoulder in a comforting way, but Harry looked murderous, like he was going to kill. I was watching him carefully when I was distracted by something at the door with George's gray-blue eyes, and I wanted to melt in. I would have thought he was a vampire if it weren't for the eyes. What do you want, Malfoy? Asked Harry with every ounce of hate in his voice he saved for Voldemort as he rubbed his scar on his forehead, identical to mine over my heart, which hurt even more than his sometimes. But this Malfoy didn't answer. He was too busy staring at me with adoring eyes. Harry stood up and said, I was the one that asked you, not my sister. Now answer me, Edit. Malfoy glared at my twin and left with a strange look on his face. Everyone relaxed as they came towards a stop. I was hoping desperately that these rumors were completely false, and that the Cullens were with the Denleys, and that I would never had to see them again. But as I entered the great hall, I realized my hopes were for nothing, as I saw the 5 Cullens at the great table. End of chapter 1. Yeah, I could probably do another chapter. Let's do chapter 2.
Can you help us again, Harry?
Chapter 2.
Here's the potion.
I saw all of them there: Edward, Alice, Jasper, Emmett, Rosalie, Carlisle, and Yzma. I don't know. I was more thankful than ever before that Edward couldn't read my mind, because if he did, he'd see all the pain he and his family had caused me. Not that it would bother him much. I saw Alice staring at me with shock in her eyes, like she knew. She must have had a vision, I thought to myself, and as he read Alice's mind, it caused Edward to shoot around at me with love and sorrow on his butt. I just turned around with my head down, As the last bits of food disappeared from people's plates, Dumbledore stood in front of the school with a wide grin on his face. Welcome to all our new students, and welcome back to all our old. As you can probably see, we have a major changes in staffing this year, as there is a severe case of dragonpox going around the staff. I would like to introduce our new healer, as Madame Pomfrey is rather busy, as you have guessed, so Professor Cullen will take over. He pointed at Carlisle, and heard a few swoon. And his Professor Cullen will be teaching potions, and other Professor Cullens will be teaching charms. He pointed at Jasper. Divination, obviously. He pointed at Alice beside him. Quidditch. He then pointed at Emmett. Transfiguration. He pointed at Rosalie, who, like Alice, was on the right of her mate. And defense against the arc darts. Everyone turned around to face Edward, but he still was staring at me, and I thought all the girls glaring at me with jealousy in their eyes, like they thought he was admiring me and not glaring. I admit I would have thought the same if it was me he was staring at me. And finally, I bid all of you good night. I was racing through the crowd as soon as he said that, trying to go to the bathroom before Nay could catch me, especially Eddie Collins. I got to the bathroom and fell down on the floor crying. I heard someone come in, place a cold arm around me before I could stop them. I looked up at a pair of gold eyes and joined by the dreaded blonde hair, and I'd fallen in forks. Bella, I'm so sorry I lied to you. No, you're not. Just admit it, Edward. I won't admit it, 'cause I'm not true, 'cause I really do love you and I can't do anything else. You're all I can think of since I left. Well, what if I don't love you anymore? Then you'll die alone, a bitter woman, simple as who else is going to have you like this, Bella? Change back, Bella. No, this is not really how I look. I like it. Change back now, Bella, or I will hurt you stubborn little girl. You are so stupid sometimes, Bella. He slammed the door against the wall. Now, look at what you've done, Edit, he said, kicking me in the ribs, and I heard a crack. He spat at me and stormed out of the room. I was lying there, just crying, and he scared me when he come back to finish the job. When I heard the door open again, I was so scared, but looked up and saw gray blue eyes and fell into Draco's arms. Wait, she was on the ground. Who did this to you, Bella? It was my ex-boyfriend, one of the Cullens. Which one? And I will swear I will make him pay for this. Edward. It was Edward. I promise, Bella. I will get him back for doing this. It's okay. I'll live, Draco. I pulled out my wand and mended my broken ribs. You're amazing, Bella. You know, I stood on my feet and walked over to the mirror to fix my robes. I turned around and suddenly kissing Draco and everything I had. His hand on my back and in my hair, our tongues batting for domance. We only pulled away because we had to breathe, and as we parted, we conjured up a white rose and gave to with a bow and turned to leave the bathroom. I was left with a whoosh, wooey, bracket C from the kiss and wished he could come back. Finally, I found a perfect match. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Well, wasn't that just great, guys? See you next time.